And hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. Okay, so it's been a week and normally I would have done my, recap of the week, but there was so much and there was really one important news. There was that whole Power Rangers look of the new suits and whatever. I didn't want to talk about it because it wasn't much anything. But we did get a big casting news that came out last week. It was near Celebration. By the way, I hope you guys celebrated Star Wars Celebration. I did. I watched some Star Wars movies all day long. So, the new Han Solo has been cast and is Aaron Alderite. Probably butchering his name. I am completely sorry. But he's been cast as the new Han Solo. He was just in the previous, a new movie, Hell Caesar, that just came out. I personally didn't see the movie, but I have seen him in a movie before. He was in that movie, Beautiful Creatures. I remember that movie. That movie kind of flopped. So I took a whole week just to really think about it. About how I feel about this. Do I like it? Do I not like it? What do I think about it? And, here's the gist of it. I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind. Look, obviously, is he like the greatest casting ever? No. Honestly, I don't think everybody, even back then, when Harrison Ford was first cast, probably weren't jumping for joy. They knew he was, but they probably didn't think he was the right fit. Is he a right fit for a young Han Solo? We don't know. I can't judge it yet due to the fact that we haven't seen him in this role yet. So we have to just wait and watch. Now, I could tell you that I've seen his movie, at least one of his movies that he was in, and to me, he was fine in that movie. He had some moments where he kind of phoned in his acting a little bit, just a little bit. Wasn't too terrible, wasn't perfect, wasn't the Oscar performance that, certain actors do. But you know what? I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, this is the first movie that basically tells the backstory of one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars, or just pop culture fiction, Han Solo. And we all know Harrison Ford will always be Han Solo. So all those people out there who's like, oh, this is a horrible casting. Calm down, relax. This is the past. I bet you back then, if they wouldn't have done it in the past, when Harrison Ford was a little bit younger, they wouldn't have had him do it. It would have been fine. But the reality is, dude's like almost, I think, 70? Yeah, and he's, if you've seen Star Wars Episode 7, spoiler if you haven't, so, spoiler, he died. Okay, so we're not going to see him anymore. Spoiler over. So, now, like I said, there are people out there who think this is probably an okay casting. A lot of people think this is a bad casting. A lot of people, like in the film community, a lot of people thought this was going to happen. A lot of people gunning for this role. You had David Franco at one point, which was, I wouldn't personally mind. Then you had the new kid from Kingsman, Taron Egerton, I believe his name is. Yeah, him. I would have really liked him. But we have this kid. So, you know what? I'm not, like I said, I'm not angry about it. I'm not jumping for joy over it. I'm just going to go into this movie with an open mind. I always wanted to know. I know how Han Solo became Han Solo. It's not much of a thing. If you read the comics and the books previous to it, it's there. It's fun. I kind of want to see in the big screen how he gets the Millennium Falcon. That's kind of one thing to see. How he meets Chewie and all that whole life-death situation. That's going to be fun to see. So, there are some upsides to this. Now, like I said, he could suck. He can totally suck at this. But honestly, I don't think they'll care. I just think if this movie does badly, and I don't think it will. It's Star Wars, so it should be fine. But if for some reason it fails, let's put that in perspective. If it fails, I think Lucasfilm and Disney will be like, well, okay, let's just back up and rethink this whole single characters in the past movies. Like this Obi-Wan movie they want to think about doing. Maybe a Boba Fett movie. Movies like that, maybe like, this Han Solo didn't really work out. Maybe we should keep off those, single character movies, Maybe they decided they wanted to do a Yoda movie. Maybe they're like, maybe that won't work at all, Because, if they do a Yoda movie, or they go puppet, or they go CGI. And if it does, if they pick the wrong choice, then people are not going to like it. So, they might just hold off. But, like I said, we have to wait till it comes out. It comes out, I believe, 2018. I think it goes into filming maybe this year sometime, or maybe next year, early next year. But, yeah, we have a long way to go. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think Alden Ehrenreich, that's his name. Alden Ehrenreich. I'm probably still butchering his name, but that's basically his name. I think he's going to be fine. Like I said, I didn't mind Beautiful Creatures. I saw that movie, and it was alright for what it was. It's one of those teen romance creature movies, like Vampire Diaries. But Vampire Diaries is a lot, Hunger Games is a lot better, and also Twilight is a lot better too. So it's kind of like, and between those things, Twilight, Vampire Diaries, is kind of like that, but it's different creatures. Anyway, he was okay in that movie. To me, he was alright. So to see him in this movie, I can't say anything about it because we haven't seen anything yet. Maybe when I get to see the first trailer, maybe I'll get a better, interpretation of him playing this character. Now, there's one thing that kind of does get me upset because I was reading about how he's going to be doing this role. There's one thing that kind of really confuses me. Mind that's just my phone. And really kind of gets me a little mad. Just a little bit. They say he's going to be in Rogue One. I am looking forward to Rogue One. I think Rogue One is going to be awesome. So that trailer, that teaser, that looks like it's going to be fun. But I am a little concerned about him being in this movie. There's a rumor that he's going to be a cameo. Now, that kind of really pissed me off. So I really had to think about it because honestly, like I said, we're in Star Wars land now, right? Everybody knows that Star Wars is back. Everything. Now we have what's called canon. So from now to all the movies now, to all the new cartoons, even Rebels is now canon. Meaning anything in the cartoons, the video games, anything in the movies, they have to tie in together. Even these non-episode movies have to be, in the same universe. Now, if he's in this movie, are they really gonna wipe out Harrison Ford from this universe? First of all, you can't do that. First of all, that's impossible. Like I said, I have nothing against him. I just don't have anything against him. It's just that I feel like this is Harrison Ford's, one of his legacies. Besides Indiana Jones, this is him, He's been a part of this universe forever, and he still is going to be a part of this universe. No matter what decade it is. If you're going to go back and, tell his story when he was young, sure, do that, that's fine. Then it makes sense that he grows up and he becomes Harrison Ford. But if you're going to put this young kid into the role in Rogue One, which is supposed to be a prequel, technically a sequel after Episode 3, before 4, Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford in that universe already. So, I just don't see it. Maybe it's a beginning scene. Maybe they show Han Solo right after Episode 3. Maybe there's some footage of Episode 3, like flashbacks. Maybe then I can say, okay, that makes sense. I feel better about it. But if you're going to say this is right after the movie ends, where he just pops in, he's like, okay, I'm going to go to Tatooine, and I'm going to go to the Cantina bar, and then I'm going to just sit down and have Greedo found me, You're going to say that, then that's just basically, this is kind of, just saying, oh, thank you, Harrison Ford. Thank you for all the hard work you did for us. Now you don't, since, spoiler, like I said, if you haven't seen Episode 7, thank you for dying in that movie, even though he wanted to die, since Episode 6. Thank you for dying, and now, you don't exist anymore. We're going to get this new young kid, and this is going to be the new guy to be your legacy. So basically, we're going to go wipe out everything that Harrison Ford was ever in Star Wars and just put this new kid in. I don't like that. I just don't. Like I said, I have no problem with the kid playing him. I just don't have problems with that. I just feel like if he's going to be in this Rogue One movie, I hope it's before Episode 4. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a flashback of him during Episode 3, like before, during the Clone Wars. That would have made sense. Han Solo probably would have been like a teenager at that time. But saying that he's there before Episode 4, before he goes into the Cantina bar, before he shoots Greedo first, I just don't know. I don't know. Because to me, Han Solo is like the ultimate hero. We all know he shot first. I mean, honestly, he does it. he even shoots first when he's Indiana Jones. I mean, one day they're gonna reboot it, but they can't just say, when they reboot Indiana Jones one day, and they will, obviously. They're not gonna reboot and say it's a continuation to the last one where Indiana Jones 5 takes off and they just get a new guy to play him. Kind of doesn't work like that. It's not like it's James Bond. And James Bond, they can change actors to just continue the story. It's just different. Sean Connery did not play James Bond through all the new Bonds, through Quantum of Solace and Skyfall and all that, and then they just got Daniel Craig. If they would have done that, then it would have been a little bit different. But since all the Bonds changed over the years, it's okay. Same thing with Batman. Batman Forever and Batman v Superman are not the same movie, so it's not going to be in the same universe. But this is the same universe. Star Wars is going to be in the same universe as Han Solo's solo movie, and also in Rogue One. It's going to be in the same universe, same continuity, and you can't just say that, Han Solo is going to be this kid from now on when Harrison Ford played him for all those years. I just don't see it, but like I said, if it happens, I just hope it's in a way that it shows us before, because if it's after, I just don't know what to say. I'm just going to be a little disappointed. I'll still watch Star Wars, I'll still love it, but honestly, I'm just going to be a little upset about it. So anyway, let me know what you think about it, because honestly, this is what I wanted to talk about. I've been waiting until, this whole weekend to think about this. So let me know what you think about this new casting of Han Solo. Let me know what you think. You like it? You don't? Are you a fan of it? Do you even know what movies he's been in besides maybe Hail Caesar? Have you even seen that movie? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below, and thank you, and have a good day.